So I had a look online for some demonstrations on how to um, have two switches on the powered doors from the Wasteland Workshop DLC. And a lot of them were really roundabout ways of doing it, uh, or they were just hard to understand because the people doing it didn't explain them very well. They're making a lot of mistakes. You know, they didn't pre-plan what they were going to do. So I actually found the simplest method by accident. So I thought, since no one else seems to have shown it properly, I might as well, for anybody that's still having difficulty with it. So all you're going to need is, one of the power doors. Doesn't matter which. It really doesn't matter. I'm just using this for demonstration's sake. And you're going to need... Excuse me, I'm a bit sick at the moment. I do have a cold. You're just going to need two switches. So one there, and then you will need to use one of these concrete pillars, one of these. You probably could use something else, but this is the only one that I have tested it on. You're welcome to test it out with any other surface that this might work on. But again, I have not tested anything else, and I am too sick to check all of the available options right now. Okay, you're just going to stick one of these switches to this pillar so that you can move it around, because you are going to need to move this switch around for this trick. Okay, so all you're going to need, now if you're like me, okay, and you have, and this does work on any settlement, I'm just using a mod to use an empty red rocket truck stop on a platform that I've made just above the settlement. I'm using Spectacle Island for this. I didn't want any settlers, any excess noise in the dialogue. I just wanted it to be just the demonstration being shown. Okay, so this does work on any settlement that you have powered up. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to say, just pretend that this is a settlement that's all powered up. Okay, that's one of the conduits around the settlement. It really doesn't matter how you do this. Okay, I'm just using that for the sake of this. Now, say you want a powered door right here. All you're gonna do is connect a wire from this switch to that switch, and then connect the wire from that switch to the door. Now, then you're going to you're going to wire the switch to another conduit, or the power if you want to, but you can use any other conduit that's connected to power in your settlement. Okay? Now, all I'm going to do is move this door to the inside of the garage. Okay? Notice how the wires go through the wall? If you try to do this with a switch without this concrete pillar, it doesn't let you. See? Because it's directly connected to the wire, it doesn't let you put it down because it registers that the wires aren't trailing freely. But you can get around that trick with using, another object that it's connected to. So all I'm going to do is put the pillar on this side, on the other side of the switch. So the wire is going from that switch still, through the two walls, to the other switch. And it's also connected to the power. So I'm going to demonstrate you just turning off this switch. All you're doing is you're cutting power from this wire that trails into the switch. So you're cutting power to the door. Turn it back on and it opens up. Do it on this side. Now, instead of now you're just cutting power to the door. Okay, so there you go. As long as one side has power, one side will always be turned on. Okay. And that works even through, you know, again, I'm only using a mod to use an empty red rocket truck stop, but this will work through solid prefab walls that you can't, you know, you can't move or edit the regular buildings that aren't, you know, settlement materials. Okay. So there you go.